Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. I finally got it together. I was actually doing some testing because I am going to go live and I'm going to be doing some painting along with adding charms to my canvases today. So, if you have time to spend with me on today, to do a little bit of painting and a little bit of chit chatter, anything that you want to know, like techniques or how I do certain things, I'll be glad to do a Q&A while I am live. Anyway, if I have not introduced myself, my name is Kesa, also known as Earring Blank Girl, and I am going to be doing a couple of painting of some earring blanks today. All right, y'all. So I'm getting it ready. I'm getting it ready. I need to go to my other device so that I can see if anybody's asking any questions. So bear with me. I decided to do an impromptu live today. And let's see if my... Okay, so it's not showing that as live. So I'm just going to actually restart my device. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make a decision as to whether or not I want 1, 2, or in 3. It's not going to be 2, I know that. It's going to either be 1 or 2. I mean 1 or 3 rather. Sorry about that, y'all. So I'm trying to decide. I think these are very, very cute together. So I might try it. But I want to go ahead and look at one to see if, the one. I don't want to do too much right here. But, sometimes I like to overindulge. All right. So, let me see if my glue's ready, y'all. I don't think my glue is ready. I got this new... Oh, here it is. It is ready. And it was pouring right on my finger. And we do not want it to pour on my finger. So here's the glue I'm using today. It's super glue. It's called Loctite. I did get it off of Amazon. And I can put a link in the description if you want to know exactly where I got it from. All right, guys, those of you that are joining me right now, I am going to be doing some painting today. But first of all, guys, let me go wipe this glue off my hand real quick because it came out too fast. All right, guys, I am back. I had to go ahead and get that glue off my finger because I did not know my glue was going to come rushing out. So now what I'm deciding is whether I want to do 3 or I want to do 1. I think 1 would look great, but I also think that 3 would make it pop a little bit better. What say you? Let me see. Now, let me go into my computer again, my other device rather, to see if I can see me being on live. Because it wasn't showing me that I was on live. All right, let's see that. Okay, let's try. Yep. All right, now I can see your comments if you leave. All right, now I can see your... Let me turn down that volume. All right, there we go. Okay. So I am going to go with, I think I am going to go with 3. Now, by the way, guys, if you... Hello. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining me live. I'm doing a live today. So let me introduce myself one more time. My name is Kesa. The name of my company is Tolee Dezigns, but I'm also known as Earring Blank Girl. All right. So I think what I am going to do, guys, I am going to go ahead and glue. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 because it makes sense to do 3. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue right there. And I'm not really worried about whether or not it's going to stay or not because I will be putting resin on top of them. And yeah. Yeah, I think these all should be going in the same direction, y'all. So let me do that before I permanently glue it. It definitely need to be going in the same direction. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to bring these down because they just look better going downward. Okay, I'm just going to do that. There we are. Just to kind of hold it in place just a little bit. And it takes a little while to kind of get that charm to stay still. All right, there we go. Oh, I got to use this side. This is what this side is for. You control it through the side. And I just bought this particular glue. Never tried it before, so it's a little different. All right, there we go. All righty. And we're going to make sure that's going in the right direction. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn that. There we go. Got it. Thank you, Andrea. I was like, let me get on here and do a live. I always do my painting behind the scenes, but I figured let me just show everybody what I'm doing. So I'm going to sit that aside and let that dry a little bit. Now, I also have this over here, guys. Now, this is another canvas that I painted offline as well. Now, I want to add like this cowrie shell to it. And I think it just is really, really cute. But I also was thinking about combining like some elephants on it. You know, you guys know that if you've been following me for some time, you know, I love to do like extra. Okay, that's just me. I like to be extra in what I do. Um, so so if you guys have any questions while I am doing the live, feel free to ask the questions. If you want to know about techniques, how long have I been doing this, any questions that you can think of right at the moment, let me know. If you would like for me to show you how I come up with my different type of ideas, I can talk about that as well. So just let me know. So I do have other charms over here. I do have other charms that I will be working with later in the day. I'm not going to combine that with that. Um, and I have these as well. So I'm just kind of looking to um, jazz up my earrings a little bit. And I might even be exploring with other things today. We'll see. Now that's really cute, but it's kind of plain. So I do like the cowrie shell. I do like that. So I think what I'm going to wind up doing is putting that there. Okay. Now, I'm going to get to the painting part in just a moment, guys, but I just want to decorate this earring here. Okay. That's what I want to do. And if I find something else that I want to put on here later, I will. because I have enough time to do it as long as I don't put the resin on it. Okay. All right, there we go. All righty. All right, so I'm going to put these aside. So now let's do a fresh canvas. I have brand new paint, guys. Let me show you my brand new paint. This is called Clay Pot. It's terracotta. That's the name of the line from Folk Art. So I purchased this last week. So I am going to try to do that. Let's work on some fall colors today, guys. Why don't we do fall colors? That will be great. So remember, I told you, you do not need anything special to paint. You don't need like bowls or anything like that. Although, if you have them laying around, use them. And I have mine laying around, so I'm going to use them. Okay? It doesn't take a whole lot to paint, guys. It really does not. It just takes you having some brushes. It takes you having some water and a cup on the side so you can dip in the side to clean out your water. That's all it takes. It doesn't take more than that. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this inside the bowl. Okay? A little bit. And it's called Clay Pot if anybody wants to know the type of color. I also have the apple red. I like apple red. And I'm going to open it up, guys. It's not open, so forgive me for it not being open. We're going to get to do some interesting colors today. I'm really excited about that. And then I have different canvases that I use. And I also want to talk to you guys about the canvases that I have sitting in my box over there that I haven't used yet. I mean, I used them, but I haven't finished them. Okay. All right. We also have what is called coffee bean. I like that. Coffee bean. We're going to see what that color looks like. Alrighty. And guys, I will be getting started promptly. I'm just going to be using specific colors. Now this one is called Fawn. So we're going to work some fall colors here, okay? Now all I need to do is grab some green. And we're going to see a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold too. So I have room enough here to kind of spread out my earrings. Not my earrings, but my paint. Okay, and yeah. I'm going to open up the new one because that one is old. Okay, here we go. Now we got the green going. That's that camouflage green that I talked to you about a lot. I love the camouflage green. All right, let's get started. Let me grab a couple of canvases and we will get started. Now, I do have some old canvases, guys, that they just hanging around. They just hanging around, y'all. But rather than do all that, I'm going to bring out a few of these, okay? I'm going to bring out a few. All right. There we go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do these first. And what I may do is add some markers to it. And I think I am. Here go my markers, guys. So I'm going to bring those out. So this is what I'm gonna do with these. I'm gonna mark these because I want to do like a candy cane type of painting right there. So let me move that real quick. Just move it over a little bit. So I'm gonna do this with the marker. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a line through it like that, like that, like that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to do the same here. Okay. And they're not necessarily always going to be even, guys. Don't worry about being even. Just worry about painting. I told you guys that. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. And there we are. Okay. And I'll go back and redefine those lines. Okay. Now, I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to get another piece of paper towel. I'm actually grabbing 2 pieces, guys. And then I'm going to place it here. There we go. All right, now let's work on these fall colors together. I have my brushes right in front of me. I use different brushes. I don't have a specific brush that I use. I use all brushes, okay? I like to use like thinner brushes. I love to use those because they give me more range. So let me grab the one I want to use. Alrighty, I have so many brushes, y'all. After a while, guys, to be honest, you're going to need to switch out your brushes, okay? I'm going to let you know that. You're going to have to because your brushes get dull and the bristles start to deteriorate, okay? So I have a whole bunch of brushes over here. All right, let me just pull them out. That's what you hear me. I'm pulling them out. Okay, here we go. Because I'm going to be using different colors, so we're just going to bring them out. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to dip them in water just to get them acclimated for use. That's how I do it. Alrighty, there we are. All right, let's get to rolling. So here's my paint, and we're going to start off with some red, but I also need to add white in here, guys. I did forget to add that in there. So let me open that white up real quick. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with red. What I like about this particular brush right here, it glides on very smoothly. I love that aspect of it. So I will definitely go back and highlight the areas. I may wind up doing this whole thing red. I don't know. Right now I'm just feeling the vibe. This is that candy apple red. I love that color. It's gorgeous. And this one we're just going to go side by side because it's a little smaller. Okay, guys, I love that. Now I'm going to be thinking about what color I'm going to combine here because I'm still not sure if I want to combine another color or not. I don't know. And then any excess that you see, you just pull it back like that. That's all you do, okay? Alrighty. Here we go. Guys, know this. Anything that you don't like, you can always go back and correct. So you're not stuck with an idea or you're not stuck with a mistake. So guys, I'm really liking this whole thing. Like, I may just add that red back onto all of it. What do you guys think? Thinking that I should add the red all around? Or should I add a little bit of white in there? Or green in there? Or whatever. We're working on our fall colors, okay? That's what we're working on today. Well, particularly, I think I have an idea. I'm just going to go with my gut. Yep, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go along with it. And then I'll go back and I'll darken it. Because I have an idea. I'm going to do something random. So let's just go with this for now. If you think you know where I'm going with this, I promise you, you don't. So follow along. It'll be worth it. All right, so we're done with that. I'm going to put that in water. I'm going to redefine the lines in just a moment. Okay, I'm going to let that dry just a spell. And now I'm going to go to the next project. What am I doing with this one? I don't know. We're going to do some fall colors. I know that. So I'm going to do a little bit of random painting. I think I want to start with the clay pot right here because that color is intriguing me right now. So I'm just going to paint it. And it looks like clay pot. It literally. How many people do pottery here? This looks like a red potted clay right here. A clay pot rather. Has that rustic look to it. And have you ever had the clay? It's kind of mucky feeling a little bit. I had the pleasure of doing clay one time. Got to see it. All right, there we go. I'm gonna clean it out, clean out our brushes. I'm always cleaning brushes off, guys. That's gonna be a part of what you see me do. Now, I'm thinking about possibly integrating some of that, the red and the green into it. Oh, let's just go, because I think listen, let's just go. Let's just go with it. All right, we're gonna just go with it. Let's flow. Guys, I never paint in a straight line, okay? I just go with wherever I think I want to, whatever I want to do. Again, this is a great time for you guys to ask me any questions that you want to know. Whether it's where I get my inspiration from, whether I get my paints from, my brushes, whatever. Okay? Alrighty. There we go. I'm sorry, what are you referring to, hun? I don't get what the question is. Are you trying to figure out what I'm doing or what? All right, so we're going to be adding this into it too. Going to add some of that camouflage. I'm painting. I'm making earring blanks. I'm making wearable art. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I make jewelry. I take fresh canvases and make them into wearable earrings. Right now I'm working on some fall colors. I'm going to make this plain canvas into some beautiful pair of earrings. That's what I'm going to do with these. Or do you do art? Do you make anything? And what is good in your opinion? Name something. So you don't know? You don't know what you make? That's interesting. All right. So anyway, let's continue to move on. I'm going to be adding some more of the colors in. I'm going to add this in there. I'm going to add back that clay because we're going to go back and bring some grounding to all those loud colors. But I'm still going to be adding the colors to it. Maybe you can say it in the name of Jesus. So, have you remembered what you make? I'm curious to know. I don't know what that is. All right, we are going to add the red back into it as well. So guys, I don't mind anybody coming on my live and having a good conversation, but we gonna keep everything respectful, and we gonna make sure that we respect each other's art. All right, I am cleaning off my brush. Gonna let that one soak for a minute, and then I'm gonna use this one to do the green. All right, there we go. All right, if you think you know what this is going to become, you don't. And if you watch me for any time, you know I do some different type of decor. All righty. All righty. We're going to fix this bleed out right there. There we go. We're done with that. All right, let's get back to these over here. We're going to let those dry for a minute. And then I'm also going to show you my resin process, okay? How I do resin. So we're going to put these over on the side and let them just dry briefly. Okay, listen. All right. All right, we're going to redefine lines here. Yes, I've been on here for a minute. All right, so we're going to go ahead and redefine these lines right here, okay? We're redefining lines. Okay, that's what we're doing. Redefining those lines. All right. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to add some polka dots to this. I'm going to add the polka dots. Okay. All right, remember I told you how I do my polka dots. I use the back of a brush. So I'm just going to take any one of my brushes, and I think I'm going to just take this one. And I am going to do the polka, I'm going to do some white polka dots. And I'll decide if I want to do more or not. And guys, remember, you don't have to just make these into earrings. You can actually make these into ornaments if you want. All about your preference. But this is just to give you some basic ideas of how you can make things into wearable art. Or just make it into art in general. I was so sad to hear that Dolly Parton passed away today. Phenomenal songwriter and singer and actress. Loved her music. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna start embellishing a little bit. Now these are going to be twin earrings. They're not going to be twin earrings. They're going to be sister earrings. I don't know what you're referring to. So if you are putting anything vulgar in my chat, it will not be read. I have a block on my chat. So this is a clean godly channel. Just to let you know. All right, so we're gonna put those aside, and then we're gonna start doing some other painting. Okay, now I'm gonna start doing a little bit more painting. Now these are dry now, so I'm going to define these with some lines. Okay, now I do have gold, guys. I have gold or black, and I can use either or. So here's my new gold pen, watercolor marker. That's the color, which I think would be pretty good on here, but I really want it to be more defined. Okay, let me block you. Bye. Okay. I'm either going to do some black or maybe red. I have that option too. I also have this color. Let's see. No, I don't. I don't. I buy them. I buy them pre-drilled. I can, but I prefer just to drill them, to have them pre-drilled, because I don't want to deal with all that. But I can. It's just a simple drill though. It's just easier. Okay, guys, now I'm trying to see which one I want to use. I think On this one, I think I might go ahead and do black. So let me just do some little areas here. Let me do like that. All right, let's see what I want to separate here. All right, we got that. I just want to do the art, Andrea. I just want to do the art, you know? Okay, so then I may do something like this just to give it a little bit of a character here. Now, be mindful, all the things that I make, guys, when I first do it, it don't look like much. But then when I get finished with it, it look like everything. I told you, if you over here saying crazy stuff, it's gonna be blocked. So you wasting your time. All right, so we're doing something like this. We're gonna add that in there and that. Now, guys, don't be disappointed if your projects don't come out good. Don't worry about it. Okay? And I'm going to mix some other colors too. So don't worry about it. If you stay here long enough, you're going to see a whole bunch of things that I'm going to do. Okay? All right. All right. So if you don't play nice over here, you don't get seen. We don't reward bad behavior. Just to let you know. Because I know if you was doing the live, you don't want nobody coming disrespecting your live. So do unto others as you want people to do to you. Because you will get blocked over here. I promise you that. You going on a timeout. It don't matter. You ain't going. You on a timeout now. As of right now. That's what you get over here. You get blocked. I don't care about that. You can hide me. Good. I pray you hide me altogether. All right, guys. So that was enough of that. That was interruption that don't need to be entertained anymore. All right, so I'm just making little markings here as I see fit. I'm just separating parts of the earring. It gives it more of a defined pattern. We're going to add a little bit of character over here. There we are. These will be beautiful once I put the resin on top of it. Okay. All right. Let's do a little bit of resin. Okay. Let's go back to these right here. And these are fully dried, that I know. So I'm going to put some resin on top of those. Give me a moment. I'm going to grab my resin. And then I'm going to grab my resin brush. This is the resin brush that I use, guys. Okay, but I'm going to clean it off before I use it because it's a little dirty. I actually have another resin brush I can use right now. I have several of these. If you want to know what type of resin brush I use, I can put that in the link as well. Okay. So I always clean off my items very thoroughly, guys, because I don't want anything pouring into the other project. Okay. No, I got them off of Amazon. I can put a link in the chat. I could definitely put a link in the chat when the live is over, Andrea. I definitely can do that. Okay, so I was just cleaning off my brush. My resin brush. Make sure it's clean. Doesn't have any residue of the other previous resin or any hairs or anything like that. All right, we are pretty much done with that part of it. Now, here's my resin. This is the type of resin I use. I can also put a link in the chat for this as well, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get these beauties done right here. Now, I do need a glove on. I recommend you wearing gloves. At least on one side of your hand, at least. Okay, all right. All right, let's get going. So I'm going to pour this very generously across, and then I'm going to spread the resin. There we go. I'm just going to spread it all over. Now, I'm not going to try to cover that hole too much. Right here. I don't want to cover the hole where the earring wire goes. But I do have to cover it a bit. So I'm just going to you know, maneuver around. All right, there we go. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm going to spread it backwards. I'm going to take that and go backwards with the resin. And I'm only going to do a little bit over the little hole because I don't want that to be covered too much. It's a pain when you have to move the resin out of it. Okay, look at that. So what I'm doing is making sure that it's smooth and I'm covering all areas. See, like we got that little string that fell into it. Why? I don't know, but sometimes it happens. Think you get your brush clean and it's not. Okay, so I have went over the elephants. Okay, so let me move this piece of paper right here, because what we're going to do is we're going to change out and we're going to put this here because we don't want the resin sticking to anything. So that's why I'm moving that out. Okay. All right. So while I am doing the other side, I'm going to go ahead and allow that to dry. Okay. Then we're going to start up on the other one. There we go. And we're doing the same thing for this side. All right. And I'm just going around the elephant because I'm making sure every part of it has the resin on there. So you're going to go through little sections and go around. Okay. And then as I'm doing that, I am going to take some of the resin and push it back this way. Remember, not too much over the hole. We don't want to do the covering of the hole if we can. Okay. These are going to be gorgeous, y'all. I'm just telling you that right now. So the only thing I'm doing is making sure that hole is not. There we go. And if I have to do it, I'll do it with this. There we go. All right, make sure that is not closed off. All right, there we go. We're gonna put this one, let that join in there, okay? And we're gonna do that twice. I'm gonna do the drying, the curation of it twice. And then we're gonna see what it comes out to be. So while I'm doing that, does anybody have any questions for me? All the material I can put inside of the description after I let it go live. I'm gonna after I post it rather. All right. So we're gonna give that a few more minutes. All right. So with this one, we're gonna kind of jazz it up just a little bit. So remember this pen I have. I also have this pen. So with this one, I'm just gonna like fill in little edges just to give it a little bit of color. Do this side as well. All right. Then I'll add something to this as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna pick it up in a minute to see how well this curated. And then I'll do it another run. Okay. That came out pretty good. Yeah. But I'm gonna do it again because I like for it to be dry. Okay. So that does take, the curation doesn't take that long, guys, but you do want to make sure that you at least do it twice. Reason being is that you want it to curate to the point that it is smooth. You don't want any odds and end surfaces, okay? All right, now let's see what we're going to do with this one. Just going to darken my lines a little bit here. Okay. Alrighty. What I might wind up doing is I might put some charms on those. I'm not sure. We'll see how that works. Okay. But I actually love the elephants. The elephants are really nice. Really, really nice. Now I'm trying to figure out if I want to add a little bit of texture to this one. I can add oh, I know what I can do. So I do have stickers that I love to use, guys. Okay. So I'm going to, while that's drying, I am going to pull out some, because I do have to use all these stickers up. I really do. All right. So I have these. I can add this on there. I can add this on here if I want. Or I can do something totally different. I can even add possibly this sticker on there. But there are other items I can add too. I think I'm going to go with something different. So hold your horses and let's see what we're going to work with. All right, now I have some jump rings that I can add to my project. And I can basically just kind of scatter them. Scatter them all around and make whatever I want with these. Now, this is just to show you guys that you can make anything into wearable art. It all depends on what your taste is. Your taste is different from mine. Me, I'm just doing like a tutorial on how I put things together. You can do that, right? You can do some of this, what I'm doing, or you can add charms to it. I can even add in the elephants on this, which I think the elephants probably would give it a little bit more depth. You know, let's just, you know what? Let's just make some junk earrings, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how everything looks. Because I have plenty of elephants to spare, so it's not like, you know. Let's see what we're doing here. All right, let's see the final touches on this one. All right, these came out great. They came out great. Look at that. These are ready to wear as earrings. They're ready. All I need to do is put the hook in them. Didn't they come out gorgeous? And these can be worn. Okay. Let's go on to our next project. Alrighty. So now we just got to kind of figure out, what do I want to really do with these? Now, no project is ever bad, guys. Just know that. So every project that I make don't always come out well. Okay? But the point is, I still allow myself to have some form of creativity, period. Okay? And that's what I talk to you guys about all the time. Just allowing the creativity to lead you, not out of perfection. Don't do the perfection, because if you do perfection, then all you're going to think about, oh, it's not going to look right, it's not going to be right, and you don't ever want to do that. You want to allow yourself to make the mistake. Like, I'm not promising you that every project that I do is going to come out well. I'm not going to promise you that. But I promise you it will be whatever it is in my mind at the time that I think will work. So what I could do with these is make these like these are traveling elephants. That's what I can do. Like they're traveling over different parts of the pieces right here. Now that's one element. Okay, there we go. I'm gluing my elephants on. Permanent fixture. I think this is cute. Okay. That's pretty nifty. We'll put a couple at the bottom too. I have all of these to spare. Now, guys, I want to let you know, if I ever put anybody on timeout and I have to put you out on timeout more than 3 or 4 times, I'm going to ban you off of my channel. And I'm going to report you to YouTube. I'm all about grace, but not disrespect. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here too. Okay, yeah, I just did all that. That is crazy, but it's cute though. It it's really cute though. I think it's cute. I know y'all like, girl, Earring Blank girl, what are you doing? Playing around, being creative. And notice it, notice this, I'm not second guessing it. I'm just going with it. If it works well, it works well. If it don't, it don't. And you guys can do this too. Oh, I love this glue. I think I'm gonna get some more of this glue because this glue allows you to control it coming out. I like that. I do like that part about it, about the glue. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. And we're getting, so I have a total of 7 on that one. I might add 8. Who knows? We'll see. Whatever I feel like doing. There we go. Cool. Yes. I like this. I really do. I'm very pleased with it. All right. Those are ready. Now, I don't know if I want to put like maybe one up here, one right there. I think that a little too much. But I can always add some of that into it to bring little funness to it. I think maybe I will do that. Yes, I think I will. If nothing else, honey, I promise you these are interesting. Interesting pair of earrings. All right, we're going to push that over. Okay. And there we go. That is, those are very interesting, at least to say, guys. Y'all got to admit. Even though we don't know where we're going right now, these are very interesting. I will say the least. Hey, JC, how are you? I'm playing around in my art. I decided to come live. How are you, girl? Oh yeah, I am in the zone. I'm just, you know, I was just telling them before you came on, like, I don't allow myself to overthink it. If I just want to design it, I design it. it. It's not that serious, you know? We get caught up into perfection too much instead of just creating well, whatever we feel like we want to create. And I know you know what I mean by that. All right, so okay, there we go. Yep. So I'm just, these are like my, so these are like fall earrings. When the creative vibe hits you, you have to let it flow. Keep doing it. Yes, you know what I mean. You just have to, like, even if it don't make sense to nobody else, it makes sense to you at the moment, because it's like, okay, I'm here now. Let me just go all out. Let me just go all out, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I was just telling people that you can also make these into ornaments if you want to. You don't have to necessarily wear them as earrings, you know. So there we go. And so guys, I'm always looking for symmetry, y'all. Symmetry is when everything vibes and it coexists together. It's cohesive. Okay, now these guys are fabulous. I don't care. I wear them. I definitely will put these on my ears and people will be like, girl, I love them. Every time I make something, even if I'm a little bit self-conscious about it, somebody will always like what I'm wearing. I'm telling you, beauty is definitely in the eyes of the beholder. Period. Y'all need to know that. So don't allow people to prejudge your art. I used to be one of the ones to be like, ooh, that don't look right. But then I'm like, well, it might look right to somebody else, so leave it alone, you know? Yeah, I know, Andrea. You like, listen, Andrea, like, I like that. That got them elephants on there. Anything with elephants. And you know what? When I purchased these, I really was thinking to myself, like, there's some people that probably like elephants. I mean, you know, I don't like elephants like that, you know, but I think elephants are very smart. They're very intelligent. They have a, listen, they have a memory forever. But I don't understand why they're afraid of mice. I don't understand why they get really just aggravated with the mice. But anyway, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm done. So I've glued everything on. Now, guys, I'm going to go to the resin part. This part will be fun. So stick around for this part, because this part is absolutely going to be the fun part, because now we're putting that resin on there. We have made it to the resin phase. Now, all I need to do is find my brush. If you spend time with me long enough, y'all know I misplace things. I really misplace things. Not on purpose. You know I love the resin part. That's my relaxing part. Is it? Really? Is it your relaxing part? Wow. Okay. I know some people, they just want to watch, you know. I've gotten people saying different things. Guys, do you like the videos where I put the music on? Like, sometimes I don't, you know, it be late at night and I be talking and tired, and I shouldn't be talking and tired. So I've been putting music over it. How do you guys like that? When I'm recording, I get quiet because I'm focusing and I zen all the way. I do too. I do too. But I never know if that, you know, that bothers people or not. All right, so we're resining. Okay, guys, remember I told you I go through sections. I put it in one part and I start going through sections. I start spreading it through the sections. And I go through the little areas here, right in the little crevices, okay, because we don't want to leave any area untampered. We want to tamper with it all. Okay, so I'm just spreading it out. What I love about this particular resin, guys, it is a little forgiving and it does allow you time to spread it. That's what I love about this particular one. Remember, guys, if you have air bubbles, you can use a your fire torch. And if you don't know what it is, you should know what it is. It's those things you light up your barbecue pit with. You can go over any area that you see bubbles in, and you can blow the bubbles out by putting fire to it, okay? All right. So again, I'm not trying to cover the hole so much because I don't want to make it difficult to put the ear wire in there. But every now and then, guys, I do. And I break my planks and I have to fix them, which is always a pain. And maybe one day I'll do a video on how I fix them. I'm still trying to fix them. All right, here we go. I'm going to add a little bit more of the resin here. All right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh, look at that, y'all. I am pleased with this. Like, and I always try to spread it out long enough so that I don't get any bubbles. So right now I'm just going back over and I'm looking at any skipped areas or any areas I feel like need a little bit more resin to it. Because I rather over resin it than under resin it. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over the elephants to make sure the resins are on top of those elephants. And be mindful that you can go back if you miss spots. You can go back and you can re-resin it, but I like to do it right the first time if I can. Oh, all right, let's go ahead and put that. And then we'll do the other side. And we're going to do the same thing for this side. Again, it is important to get into the crevices, guys. You can spread it over and still do it, okay? So even though it's spreading, it's still not going under. Okay? And this is how I get it to go under. I just gently manipulate it to going around. Okay? But these are going to be beautiful fall earrings. And like I said, you make your blanks into whatever you want to make your blanks into, okay? I'm also going to be probably doing like magazines over them too. I don't know. I'm working on some other ideas, guys. Somebody asked me to do lace. I'm working on that one. Okay, so we're gonna do just spread it all across here like that. One thing I want to make sure is that I don't cover that hole. Okay. All right. Most resin is forgiving. This resin is. I know some people like to work with the sealant, and the sealant is fine. It works. But I love resin. My resin is my thing. Now, make sure, guys, if you are going to be using resin, make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. Right now, I have my window open and my door is open. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this inside of there to let it do its thing. Now, the only thing I don't like sometimes, guys, is that resin that just be all over. But what you can do with that is you can get some peroxide and clean it up. Peroxide works well. Okay. I don't know how long I've been on. If nothing else, guys, you have come up with some creative ideas of your own. Okay. Now, what should we do with this one? And sometimes, guys, I decide, oh, I don't like it, and I'll cross it out. I have a whole bunch of blanks that I have to redo. So after this is done, I'll do another run. I'll do another run through. Now I have these beautiful ones right here, guys. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. These are just cute. I'm going to resin those in a minute too. That is the beauty of creativity. Don't like it, do it over. Absolutely. Absolutely. I sure do. I'll do it over in a minute. I will do it over in a minute. You hear me? That's why I said I allow myself to make mistakes. I allow myself to have those moments where I don't make such great art that day. Cause it's really not about that. It's about me allowing myself the the room to grow, to make crazy looking stuff. And you know, JC, I figured this out. There were some crazy designs I didn't like. I hated them. But when I tried to dismantle them, I showed them one more time. I was like, oh, okay, well, I think I'm going to redo it or whatever because I do the beading aspect of it too. And I showed it to the one person. They was like, oh, no, I want those. No, 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 no. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, thank you, Valerie, for coming on. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys as well. You know, I just try to be, and the thing is, I'm really not like well, I'm gonna stop saying I'm not an artist because that would not be truthful. I am. Oh, I'm glad you're waiting here to see him too. This is the fun part. The reveal is always the fun part, right? Like, it's the most exciting part of the video. Everybody like, oh, I want to hurry up and see. I want to see. I want to see it. You know. But thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate that. I said, let me go ahead. I'm off today, so I was like, let me go ahead and jump on and do a live. Um, and yeah, so let me do a live. So I'm not doing the resin for these on purpose, guys, because I don't want the resin sitting out too long. So So Jessica, are you coming to play nice or are you gonna act up? Because as I said before, if I gotta put you on timeout more than 3 times, I will ban you from my channel. All right. So these are going to be done in a few minutes. I have made some other earrings, guys, and I have not done those yet. These are stars. Like these the stars that I made, I don't have them right handy. I can't show them to you. But I did those, and those are really, really cute. I'm also going to be working on some Labor Day colors, guys. So if you guys want to throw some colors in there that y'all want me to work with, let me know. Um, if you would like to see something that I'm not doing right now, you can put it in the chat and let me know. This is going to, we're waiting on the reveal. We're just waiting for these to dry, y'all, okay? Now these, I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm going to paint that over. I don't like those. So I'm going to paint it over. I'm going to start all over. I'm going to either do these all white or something else. But I'm going to actually do another one. What do some of you make? I know what JC makes. I know JC makes the carved out everything. What if you put some rhinestones on them before doing them over? I could. I mean, I could. I could, JC. I could. I could do that. That might be something I might try. And see, that's an artistic point of view. She like, well, wait a minute. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't do it just yet. Add something to it. So guys, I'm just moving stuff around while I'm cleaning it, while I'm waiting on the resin. Okay, and I found the stars I wanted to show y'all. Okay, guys, let's see how these turned out. Okay, so not bad, but the only thing I need to do is go back here and put some resin in there. That's why I was telling y'all about that resin. You got to make sure it's spread over. So I got to fix this one area right here that has to be fixed. Okay? That has to be fixed. So I'm just going to spread it back out so it don't look warped. Okay? I'm going to put that one back down. And then we're going to put that resin to it right now. All right, there we go. All right, I love those colors together and that resin make them pop. See, that's what I'm talking about. You hear me? That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I said don't judge the book by the cover before you get to the last part, right? And so I can see a little bit of imperfections right here, which is not that bad. I can always go over that. Drop a little bit of the resin right there. Drop a little bit. That's a little droppy drop. Alrighty, and I'm going to smooth it out because we don't want it just to be a droppy drop now. Got to make it smooth, make it look right. Okay, and then right in there. Yep, and there. Because there are areas that you're going to miss. Thank you. There are areas that you will miss. And you just go back and you go over it. And you gently go over it. And then you pop them back in there. And see, now when we first started off on these earrings, right? I know y'all were like, okay, what is those going to become? Those, now that don't even look right. Earring blank girl, that don't even look right. What's going on? But as y'all see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying you never prejudge your art until you are finished. That's why I'm a stickler when it comes to that. Like, don't be over here judging your stuff. Don't do that. Don't judge it. Now I want to show you these that I made. Let me show you these guys. These, listen. These right here, no. I love this. And I'm probably going to resin them while I'm online. Now, let me ask you guys, do you guys like me coming live, or do you, I mean, you know, are you like both? You like both videos? I know, right? I know. Like, for real. So I might do a couple of lives here and there. If you guys like, you know. Oh, thank you. Okay. I don't mind spending time on the lives. Because then it's interactive, and you guys get to ask me questions. You guys get to make your little comments that I love. I don't mind when people ask me questions. I don't even mind if somebody criticizes something. I don't mind that at all, you know, because that's just the way of the world. Everybody's not going to enjoy what you offer. But baby, did these not come out fabulous? So these right here, I'm going to actually put some earring hooks in these, and then I'm going to sell them. Now, I don't always resin both sides, guys. I just don't. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't, because this one side need to be natural. And so once I'm done with these, I will put them up for sale. Any product that you guys are interested in, I will put it link in the description or in the chat once I'm done. I am an affiliate with Amazon, so I get most of my products through Amazon. So I'll put the link on there, so I do get a little something if you purchase through my link. Okay, this is almost done again, guys. All right, do you want me to make these put the earring hooks in them now so you can see how they would look? I have to jump off, but thanks for sharing, and great job, Queen. Have a blessed evening. Thank you, JC, for coming on. I'm actually at the end right now. I only wanted to jump on and just do like a couple, and I did. Okay, look at this. Now, oh my goodness, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can think of so many things I could wear this with. I could wear it with black. And it's almost, listen, these are fabulous. She said, don't blame you. I'm going to let these dry a little bit more. They need a little bit more drying. I'm trying to listen. I'm already thinking like Valerie, what I could wear these with. Like, I could wear these with black. I could wear them with orange. You hear me? I could wear them with red or green. That's what I said. This is like this fall color is hidden right here. And the elephant, and it kind of makes it look like African, like almost, you know what I mean? So I love the fact that you're going, and they're very, very lightweight. Yes, anything denim, absolutely. And I'm thinking like, oh, I could put a black basic dress on and my earrings will out talk my dress. If you got an ugly black dress, y'all, and y'all know y'all need to keep it, listen. My other call was canceled, so I'm hanging out a little. Okay. I'm just saying that ugly black. Y'all, everybody got an ugly black dress. What are y'all? Y'all know y'all got that ugly black dress. I got an ugly black dress. You put these on there, listen, your earrings, they'll forget all about that dress and be like, girl, where did you get them earrings from? Especially if you like are one of those people that love Afrocentric. One of my god sisters, she loves everything Afrocentric. She loves the colors. She loves everything about it. That's just her style. So she'll put these on in a minute. While I'm here, is there anything else you guys wanted me to make or anything like that, or any other colors you want me to dive into? Because I can. So what I did, I decided to dry these a little bit longer because they need to be dried a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably add a earring hook to these. Hello. How you doing, Miss D-Bone? Thank you for joining me. I am creating some earrings. I'm making the blanks into wearable art. I'm going to show you these in a minute that I made. These are gorgeous. And I know I said that I was going to keep these guys, but seriously, if anybody's interested in purchasing them, let me know and I will put them up because these are absolutely gorgeous. They're so unique. And the one thing I love about wearable art, guys, I don't have to worry about going into the store and seeing what I made. That's the beauty of making your own stuff. That's the beauty of handmade, you know, all of it. Audra, why you got your eyes? Audra got her eyes open. You guys are funny. Oh my goodness. She's like, oh, let me see them. Let me see them. I'm gonna stand up out of my chair for a minute. Guys, you ever sit down so long that your hind part start hurting? So I'm standing up for the moment. And while I'm waiting on these to do, I'm just moving some things around. By the way, guys, if you guys want other blanks, JC also makes blanks as well. If you have not seen the video where I featured the blanks in which she made for me, you guys need to go back to the videos. I'll also link that in the video as well because she makes them too. And she makes earring she also makes beautiful elephant earring blanks as well. So just to let y'all know. We have artists over here. And I celebrate everybody. All right, guys, let's see what has happened with this, but give me just one moment because I do need to put something in the garbage real quick. But I'm going to remove that so you guys can see it. Oh, listen. I'm all about supporting other women. I'm also on Poshmark, and I do a train. It's called Women Supporting Women. And we're on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week. And Hardy Hangers is the conductor. So, if you guys ever want to come over and watch us do what we do, that would be a good place. Okay, guys. Now, here they are. Here they are. Now, the other side. Now, let me show you because I'm going to have to paint the other side. So, let me show you what does happen oftentimes. You get a little bit of resin on the back, but I'm going to show you how to get that off. Just give me one moment. All right. Okay, so now what happens is when we get a little bit of that resin on the back, I have a file that I use to file it off. Here it is. She do have a channel. JC, put your channel in the chat. All right, so here we go. I filed it off. See that? And it comes right off. You want to know where I got these files from? I'll link that too. And any area I feel like is sticky or any of that, I file it. Okay? If she don't put it in the chat, I could put it in the chat. Hold on. Okay, there she is right there. Andrea, there she is right there. You can follow her too. So what I'm doing here, if you guys are coming in, I'm just filing off the additional resin. Sometimes that happens. Now, y'all know I do things backwards sometimes. She cutting blanks. See, she over there doing something. I knew she wasn't just over there. So what we do is we do that. So now, what I should have done, guys, was brought that peroxide in. Now, if you want to know why I use peroxide, peroxide is a good way to clean your earrings, and it is a good way to clean up the excessive resin. You can use that, or you can use alcohol. Okay. See how it maneuvers it and cleans it right up? I showed y'all a trick. All right. And it does come up right away if you clean it right away. Okay? All right. All right, I have my garbage over there. All right, so these are pretty much done, but I need to do the back side. Okay? So I am going to color the back side. So I'm going to go back and get this paint right here. And so what I'm going to do is do a neutral color. So what color will I decide for the back? Should I do green? Should I do the clay? I'm gonna ask y'all, what color do you think the back should be? I have the camouflage, I have the clay pot, I have the red. Which one? Come on. Viewer's choice. Y'all gonna help me design these. Come on, viewer's choice. Okay, because if I decide, she said green. She said green is my favorite color. Okay, anybody else? All right, we gonna go with green then, because ain't nobody else said nothing, and I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at y'all. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so we got clay, we got green, okay. I need somebody to decide. I need somebody else to decide the last factor. Cause we got one saying clay and one saying green. I know what I got in my mind. But I want to see what y'all say. Y'all just waiting. Hello. Hi, KM. Hi, K McCall. Thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm doing the back, and I'm deciding whether it's gonna be clay, red, or green. I got two. I got two opinions in the house. All right, I'm gonna pick I might do a compromise actually. I don't know yet. But these are super cute. Andrea says she really liked the red. Wow. Okay, guys, we gonna go with the red. Cause I got another consensus on the red. Okay, let's go with the red. Let's go with the red. She said, "Yep, that red is fire." It's apple red, y'all. Apple red. Apple red. She said that red is fire. All right, we are almost done with it too. It don't take us that long. You know what I find is, painting is just so therapeutic for me. Now I do make other jewelry, y'all. Y'all check out my portfolio. All right, we're gonna let that dry. Yeah, that red is fire. It's fire. We're gonna let it dry. I saw that fly necklace you recently put. Oh, thank you. You know what? I had that for a couple of months, JC, and I just now I made that like I made that necklace like several months ago, and you know I just now took a picture of it and just put it online. Asked me what I was doing. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Now, I just want to say, listen, y'all, art is not one sided. Like, I had no idea that I had the ability to paint. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm just going to be honest. But when you use the gifts that God give you, He just keep giving you more, just showing you more stuff to work with. All right, y'all. Listen, that's fire. We're gonna let that dry. I may go over it again, but pretty much these earrings are done. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna let that dry. Then I'm gonna put some hooks on these bad boys so y'all can see them in real time. How about that? Then you can be like, oh. Now I also have these little boogers right here that I can use to decorate this one. I'm always decorating something, y'all. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like, this is cool. I was just asking everybody, did they like the lives or they like me doing the videos? And I got everybody's like they like both. So I'm gonna try to at least do a live once a month. A live painting session. I would have went outside to do it, y'all, but it was too windy. It was too windy. Now these guys, these really have character. I love these right here, but um I was actually showing y'all these. These are the ones I really want to do. No, so let me put some resin on these right here while we waiting on those to dry. Cause these right here, okay. I'm just saying. Okay, here we go again, y'all. With me losing the stuff I always put it aside and be losing it. I'll be like, okay, where did it go? It went somewhere. I got it. So while you guys are here, what do you guys create? Or you just love watching transformation? Do you guys create anything of your own? Do you crochet? Do you knit? Any needlepoint? Any blank canvases you draw? What do you guys like to do? Y'all probably just like transformation videos like me. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to see how these come out because I'm really curious as to how this is going to work out. All right, now, y'all see that I dropped that, so we're going to clean that up real quick because I don't want that sticking to the bottom. All right. So these are the ones I made off camera, y'all. So we're just going to spread it. Gonna spread. Okay, we're going to wipe off the side. Spread, spread, spread. We'll write. Sometimes, guys, I overdo it with the resin, but I know how to wipe off the excess. And let me go back and read some of y'all comments. Okay. Those are nice. That's nice. Let me make sure everything is just on here like it's supposed to be. All right. All right, guys, I always see a little bit of. All right, there we go. And then we'll do this side too. All right, there we go. All right, they'll just turn this around. Yep, there we go. I crochet and make jewelry. No YouTube channel or website yet. Why not? My favorite is the finishing touches, especially after experimenting. Into a little bit of everything crafty. Well, you need to show some of your stuff, Andrea, because we need to see it. All right. Well, Miss D-Bone, why don't you have a YouTube channel? Why not? What you waiting on? Somebody needs you to teach them how to crochet. I know how to do it a little bit, but I ain't the best at it. My mama tried to teach me. I know I do a little something, something. Not much. Sorry, guys, I did that. I should have been showing y'all. I'm just taking excess little stuff off of here that I see. Yeah, there we go. Girl, I keep making excuses for not following through with either YouTube shy or completing my website. Well, listen, why? You need to okay, ma'am, you have come to the right place. Now I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. So you crocheting some skirts? I bet you they're gonna be cute. I know they're gonna be cute. Miss Debo, you need to get your YouTube channel up. Okay. I had to step away for just a second, y'all. That's what I need. No skirts, though. Mostly hats and accessories to match. So, do you sell your product anywhere? Does anybody sell their product anywhere? All right. So these are dry. So now what I have to do, guys, I just have to find the hooks to show those. I used to sell at festivals, church events, all kinds of events. Um, but now I'm kind of working, so my weekends are not I'm not accessible to be able to go and sell. And plus, the markets have gotten a little bit high. Now, guys, what I want to tell y'all right now is that don't get sucked up into doing all these high value markets because listen, a lot of it and a lot of times is a scam. And I say that because they get your money, but then you're not necessarily gonna make some money at these fairs. You got to be very careful. Just friends and family right now. Okay. I need to message you when I post some of my stuff out online. I look like a hoarder. Seeking perfection is my main problem. My friends and families are my main customers. Listen, so have you been following me on my channel? I talk about perfection all the time. Listen, don't get caught up into that because all you're doing is stifling yourself. I told a story a couple of weeks ago, you know, about me singing. And because I had, I have a hearing impairment in my left ear, sometimes I don't hear downbeats and those type of things. And so because people criticize me so much, I developed this perfectionist spirit where I didn't want people to criticize me. They didn't know what was going on and they never asked. And so at the end of the day, I developed this perfectionist spirit. But what I discovered along the way was while I was doing that, I wasn't allowing the Spirit of God to be able to maneuver through that weak part of me because I was too worried about what they were saying. And it just made it horrible. It made it horrible for me. And so at the end of the day, I had to get to this place where I didn't care anymore. You know, I know God gave me a voice to sing and I'm gonna go with that. But that's what happens. Yes. So don't don't pigeonhole yourself, right? Because when you do that, you are only what you're saying to yourself essentially is that I'm not good enough and nothing that I put out there is gonna excel. Um, I'm worried about what the people are gonna think. And they may not think anything that I did was wonderful. It don't matter if they think it's wonderful. Let me tell you, when I first started doing jewelry 20 something years ago, my friends nor my family bought from me. Not a one of them. You hear me? It was not until everybody else started buying, then they little butts come over here tell me, oh, can I? Oh, I would like one. take it like this. Jesus was not accepted in his own town. And that's how I look at I've looked at my life. You know, sometimes you're not going to be accepted amongst the the regular people. Girlfriend, I don't know if I watch for the word or the crowd. You, oh, well, you know, to be honest, you're going to get a little bit of both. Okay? You're going to get a little bit of both. Okay? And I always try to, you know, segue it into the video where it makes sense. And so right now, you know, it makes sense just to put it there. You know what I mean? My whole point is, don't allow people and your own. I'm here for it all. He's so sweet. All I'm gonna say is, don't allow your own perfection to get in your way. Don't allow it. Because perfection also comes from us comparing ourselves to other people. Well, so and so, you know, don't have no problem doing it. Well, so and so ain't you, and so may not have the same type of gifting and call you have. So, you know, you gonna have to get over so and so. I'm just saying. And then the other factor is, we think, oh, well, I don't have anything to offer. And I used to think that too, like with this stuff. Okay, now all right, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna have to right about here. You see that little thing right there? I'm gonna let it dry completely, but I'm gonna have to file it. So, and that's why I show y'all the stuff that don't work well all the time too, because I don't want y'all to think, oh, everything Earring Blank Girl do, it work. No, it don't. No, it don't. Y'all see me over here, I be like, I messed it up. Then I get over it and I start all over. Okay, that's what I do. All right, so I got the earring hooks for these. All right, so these are dry, but, and I'm not trying to be a perfectionist, y'all, but I want to file this down a little bit. And actually, where is my I'm looking for my pliers. Not my pliers, but my cutting tools, because I want to cut the excess. Here it is, right here. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Just cut it off a little bit. And I'm not gonna cut off too much, because then I'm gonna be messing with the wood. And so in this case, what I may do, I may resin this part of it. And I think I am, because I don't want to mess with the integrity of the wood. So I am going to resin this part, guys. So I'm going to resin this part. In order to spare this earring, I'm going to resin it. So let me just put a little bit more paint on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and resin it. All right, there we go. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.